Hi guys, it's LPSIce, long time no see, so sorry for the break. I'm back and as I've promised, I will finally review all the LPS advent calendars and talk about what I find abhorrent and what I think is actually good about them. While I cannot say that they are a complete disaster, I must comment on some things which I find quite bad, to be honest, and I don't think we are getting our money's worth when buying these calendars, at least not all of them. So I'm gonna show you my list of questions which I asked myself to determine all this, and then I will show you the calendars up close and talk about each one, and then all of them together. So, see you in a bit. Let's jump into my notebook. I won't go over all the things I've written up here. As you can see, there's a lot. So I've divided the categories and I've given some stars to them already, so you can see what I think about each one in star count. The questions I've asked: what should have been different? What is good and what is bad about them? How could they be improved? And also, are they worth their price? Here we go. First up, the 2024 calendar. I hope my composition of pets is to your liking. I had quite some fun doing this. What I have to say about this calendar is I think it is well made, it is of good quality. It's just a little too basic for my tastes. And also, the deers keep falling down, which is a very big problem with these new pets. I know it has always been a problem, but right now it's even worse, and it's a struggle. I believe the price is okay for the amount of pets we get here, but most of the pets are recolors of old LPS designs, so there is no novelty, and that is an issue for me because I believe an advent calendar should bring novelty and should be fun and new. However, the redesigns are good for collectors who can't find or can't afford the old figurines, so it's a slippery slope here, I think. I don't really know whether it's better or worse, but I think there are too many recolors. Maybe if they gave us maybe 3 or 4 pets that are recolors and the rest would be completely new, I would reconsider. But also, it's really lazy to include 4 deers. It's just getting quite boring when you get the same pet in different colors for 4 days. But I also want to say that the design of the box and this floor I am sitting on is cute. It is old-timey and reminds me of the old LPS calendars, and this is a visible inspiration. I believe that is a very big plus. It's also really cool that you can use the display to actually put the pets down on these couches, and well, they just look really cute sitting on the couch and the rug and all that. So I think that's a very cool idea. And I have one more minus. The accessories that we were given here are quite boring and they make no sense, at least some of them, because most of them look like they should actually belong to a set meant to be played outdoors, or like, you know, make-believe outdoors, because we have the scarves, we have this campfire thingy, we have the snowballs, and all of this reminds me of winter outside, a winter campfire or something, but the set is indoors. Why would I be wearing a scarf, you know, and why would I have ice melting on my floor right in front of my furnace here? You know what I mean? It's just not consistent. Oh yeah, I forgot we also have a thermos, which you would also use outside. Oh, and speaking of the consistency, to be fair, only one pet actually fits the theme of, well, it being winter during the advent, and that is the bear. Oh, yeah, he also falls down. All of these pets fall down. So this bear actually fits because, well, it's a bear first of all, and second of all, it has this little snowflake on its head, actually snowflakes, but it's not visible right now because of the flowers. And also the flower is completely out of the blue here. So of course the antlers are not. Most of it just doesn't make any sense. However, as I've said, the design is nice. It looks really cute and it's fun to play with, so it's not like I'm complaining a lot because I still enjoyed this calendar very much. And this is how it looked like from the back. And I think overall it's really pretty and worth it. So let's move on to another calendar, and it will not be as pretty. The 2025 normal calendar, or I don't even know what else to call it, because I don't think it had any other name, because there were two. This one, the deluxe calendar, so I guess this one is normal. And boy oh boy, here the issues just don't end. Oh, yeah, that's a good representation of what is happening here. As the box warns us, we only get 6 pets here. And the rest will be stickers and only 6 accessories. You can probably see where I'm going with this. So, we only get 6 pets. And the rest are the stickers, which, don't get me wrong, are very nice. The stickers are very pretty and they are quite well executed, I must say. They are sparkly and, well, I simply like them. This calendar was quite pricey, and getting 6 pets only and also a few measly, boring accessories does not tickle my fancy. And I don't think it's a good choice. The pets are not even exclusive to the calendar, because if I recall correctly, this rabbit was included in the Easter eggs thingy. There was the rabbit and the rooster, and I have the rooster. I didn't buy the rabbit, and now I'm glad I didn't, because I would have twice this monstrosity. It's also very ugly. So that's that. But still, it's not even exclusive to this calendar. And it should be, because it's an advent calendar and it's supposed to be exclusive, and it's supposed to have pets that you won't find in normal sets, right? There's also a few accessories that don't have anything to do with Christmas. Exempli grazia. This pie, the coffee, which is just coffee, and you get this accessory in every single set. I mean the normal ones. Also, this cheese that also doesn't have anything to do with Christmas. And you get these antlers, these red ones, which if you had the calendar from 2024, you already have, and the ones I have on my head right now, and the scarf, and I think that's pretty much it. If I lost something, then sorry, but it was most definitely as boring as this. The quality of the pets is good. That's something to be considered, and I really like the design of this fox and also this deer. But only these 2 pets, the fox and the deer, actually have anything to do with Christmas, I believe, or winter. The fox is very wintry and the deer looks like a candy cane to me, so I think that was a good decision. But the rest of the pets have nothing to do with Christmas and the Advent and winter, and they are just here. Especially the rabbit. It really doesn't make sense to include it. And the design of this set is nearly identical to the 2024 one. It's literally a recolor, and the other pets were added, and that's it. Everything else is the same. Some things are switched on the graphic and some were added, but that is all. There's minor changes, and when you look at them side by side, they are really close. So it's extremely lazy to reuse the same design when you haven't even done anything spectacular when it comes to the pets and the accessories, you know? I think it's stunning, actually, that they did that. Not in a good way, of course. Let me show you the stickers as well, because I think you should see them. I talked about them more in the individual videos, so if you want more comments on them, I invite you to look at my videos where I open all the days individually. I'm showing you these because I really think they are pretty and they deserve some praise, but the calendar overall is one huge missed opportunity. And now I want to show you how similar these two are. I will remove all the pets and talk about it for a bit. Okay, so here it is obvious that they have reused nearly every single piece of 2024's calendar. Set design. As you can see, they literally made a game of spot the difference, such as this ball of yarn is bigger than this one. It's baffling, honestly. And the same goes for this part, because the only thing that is changed is the color of the background and the pets. And one last thing I want to talk about in terms of these two calendars are the cards that came with them, because tell me, what does this have to do with Christmas or winter? Yeah, I believe so too. Moving on to the last one, as you have probably already guessed, this one is my favorite, and I will now tell you why. First of all, the amount of pets we are getting, and also the designs, which are very pretty. They are very wintry, Christmas-like. Not all of them, but most of them. And we get more different molds of pets, so that is very, very good. We have 2 deers, which is... wow. I know why they did that, again, but I can excuse them because they look very, very different. And, well, the designs are just so pretty and so well executed. Although I'm not a fan of all of these, which I've talked about extensively in the individual videos, but still, they are very nice. And they are very Christmassy, and if not, then wintry. The calendar was very pricey though, and I think the price should have been lower, especially because even though the designs are very cute and well executed, not everything was done great here. And I think the full potential of this advent calendar hasn't been discovered. The price can be justified for the amount of pets we are getting and the designs. However, the accessories are yet again lacking, and they have nothing to do with the set theme of this advent calendar, because we get this ice. We could have gotten ice skates. I thought we would be getting ice skates in this advent calendar, especially because in some older LPS advent calendars, we would get scarves, like made out of real fabric, not plastic, and ice skates and stuff like that when it was meant to be outdoorsy. And here we have nothing of this. Instead, we get some weird cakes and a latte, which we already got in the normal version of this calendar, and, well, basically things that you would have found in a cafe, not outside. And these are the prime examples of this, but there's more, because we also have this mouse toy, for example, which is not too outdoorsy if you ask me. And we also have the necklaces, which I really don't know what I'm supposed to do with, and what do they have to do with Christmas or winter. And we have this one single campfire stick with a marshmallow on it, which is also very lazy, because I think they only gave it to us because they have already made these sticks for the 2024 calendar. So overall, there's a lot of reusing in a very bad manner. Fortunately enough, we got some snowballs, but at the same time, they don't even have any color. So, the price is awful, but at the same time, this calendar is much, much better than the normal one. And I don't know if I would have gotten the normal calendar should I have known that it would look like this. And I don't know if I've already said it or not, but I was most excited about opening this calendar because I knew that the quality would be better. I knew that the pets would be more exciting. And yeah, overall, I was just very, very excited about this idea of the ice here, pun not intended. And yeah, I just wish we have gotten ice skates. I'm very, very bitter about this. And the last thing I want to talk about is the card. So the card was the only one which was actually Christmassy, and I was very happy I got it. The deer looks really, really cute, and there's some lights, there's snow falling. It's not the best card ever made, but after seeing the other two, I was very, very pleased with this one. But I still don't understand why we get only one card for the whole set when there are many more pets. I mean, it's only a piece of paper, and the calendars are very expensive. I think they should give us cards for each pet included, but, well, one can only hope. And I just remembered I haven't shown you the back, so to be fair, to be clear, I'm showing you it now, and it's also really pretty. And let me show you the other two again. So going back to my rating, as you can see, I've rated the 2024 like that. It has 4 stars. I was thinking about giving it 3.5, but I thought that the quality was too good to do that. So I added this clear star here to the 2025 Deluxe because the 2025 Deluxe is most definitely better than the 2024, but not extremely better to get 5 stars. And the 2025 normal calendar I've given 2, maybe I could have given it 3, but I think it is fair considering that most of it is just stickers and not much else, and also that the design was not changed, and overall it just seems very, very lacking. So, this concludes the video. I hope that I have talked about every point I wanted to make. I think I did, and I think I did a pretty good job in describing overall what the problems and good sides of the advent calendars were. If you have any thoughts about my ranking or the calendars itself, feel free to comment. And well, yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!